Welcome to the chair, everyone. I have a special guest with me here today. I've been trying to get this person on the chair for the longest, and I finally got her here. We're going to be talking about the National Baptist Deacons Convention of America and its auxiliaries, a national Christian lay movement, over 85 years of continuous active service via fellowship, missionary activity, and education. I have Alfreda Levaine, president of the auxiliary aspect of the convention, and AKA my mother. Hey, Mom, how you doing?
Hey there, son. How are you? How are you?
Good I'm doing good. Good to have you here on the chair. You know, like I said, I've been wanting to get you here. You're so busy. You got so much going on. It's hard to catch up with you. So I figured this would be a great platform to get you here, and we're going to get into this thing here. So, the Baptist Convention. So what is this organization that you're so intertwined in and that's keeping you so busy, Mom?
Okay, the National Baptist Deacons Convention of America Incorporated and its auxiliaries, we've been in existence since 1934.
Wow.
It's made up of a group of Baptist deacons and deaconesses. And it's really to put together the relationship that's needed for pastors. So it's really, really very good. We can get into it a little more in a little bit, but it's a conglomerate, only black large conglomerate that we have on the eastern coast of our United States. And we do well, as you will find out a little later, that we do so much for outreach as far as reaching out to those that are like the Hades, like in all sorts of areas that's needed. We do all of these things.
Wow. Yeah, that's what's going to be my next questions. What do you do, and all the accomplishments? So you just mentioned Haiti and the other few places that you deal with, and you handle those, I guess, charity work, I presume.
Yes. We do disaster reliefs for different countries. We do we step in when there are orphanages that needs assistance or help. We help with the water situation that goes on in Haiti. We feed the homeless naturally, and that's all over the United States because we are a national Baptist convention. We do scholarships for a lot of our young people that need to go and want to go to college. We do that, and then we're also we're avid with our health education because we do have an area where we incorporate the nursing aspect of it, so people can be healthy. When you want to serve, you need to be healthy. So we have that aspect, and we also have the local and foreign missions aid. Like I stated again, we send funds every year. Every year we send funds to different countries, different organizations, different people, different places. Even here in the States, we do. So yeah, it's a far outreaching thing. We're the quiet storm. Very few people hear about us, but we're out there.
Okay. Wow, that's great. Quiet storm. Storms are never really quiet, but that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. But I must say this before I go any further. Our president is Deacon Earl Wilson Sr. He's from Connecticut, and I am yours truly the president of the Women's Auxiliary for the National Baptist Deacons Convention.
And this, not to disturb you, but there's some history behind that too, right? With you being the president of the Women's Auxiliary.
Yeah, there's a little history behind that, but we also have Brother Theron James, who's our youth president, and our young adult president, our Minister Theron James, and our youth president. So it's all aspects. We cover all aspects. Parent body, women, young adult, and youth. So all aspects are covered when it comes to that. But the history that goes back with me is, you have all these different women's auxiliary presidents from a lot of the northern states and, all of that. But I'm the first female president from South Carolina in 34 years.
Wow.
In 34 years.
Wow.
And it really is an honor for me because there's so much support for me down south. I mean, it's just so much support. I feel so honored because people are supporting me. Now, we go from state to state.
Okay.
This year we're going to be in, well, I guess I could let you ask a few more questions rather than.
Well, that's okay. I have to be respectful. You're my mother.
You know that. I'll call you later and tell you up, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's really good to have support from your home people. It really means a lot. And we really, like I said again, we're really the largest Black organization on the Eastern Coast.
Wow.
And we're known all over, but I said quiet storm because we're not blown up, but we're there. When you need us, we're there. And
That's
if you
good
dig
thing.
through all of the other stuff, you find that we're there. The National Baptist Deacons, who are these people,
Well,
Yeah.
that's important, so people know they can have somewhere to reach out to when they need help, and that's
Right.
very important.
Mm-hmm.
So, in saying that, so is there just a membership? Is there a membership that someone has to be? Do you have to be a member of a church to be part of this convention, or be an auxiliary? Is that just something someone can walk off the street and be part of, or how does that work?
Well, it works this way. We because it was done in 1934. We have the different states, and you need to be a member of a church naturally. You don't have to be a deacon or a deaconess, but in order to hold a position of authority, you need to be a deaconess or a deacon. You need to be that. So anyone can come to the convention. Anybody. We want anybody that wants to come, and that's why we have such a large group, because people do come, but it's just the fact that we want you to join. We want you to join the convention as a member. And
Right.
when you join as a member, we need young people like yourself. We could use young people in positions like you.
Right.
And who knows, one day you may be president. Never know. But
Never know, right?
Never know. But
Right.
we do encourage the young men of the churches that are the young deacons to include their wives. Most of the time, the deacon have the young wife that's a deaconess, and if he gets involved, she's involved.
Okay.
He gets
Yeah.
involved with the parent body, then I get her. And
Okay.
then they kind of, so it really works well. It really works well.
Well, that's good. And so, is there any opportunities where you all go beyond the United States in any works that you do, or is this generally within the United States?
No. We go beyond. Like I said again, we have our local and our foreign missions.
Okay.
Meaning we have we take care of our situations locally, and then we go to foreign missions, which is, like I said again, Haiti, like the situation that's going on in the other country, things like that. So yeah, we don't just do what's necessary here, but we do reach out. We do reach out. Foreign missions mean wherever it may take us. And we do travel. Some of us do travel to foreign countries to help and give aid, to those that's needed. Mm-hmm.
So you being the first Black woman in 32 years, as you mentioned, do you feel it's a bit of a difference for you being in this position? Do you get resistance from other organizations, or do you get people questioning your position at all, or is just or is the playing field pretty normal?
Well, it's like this. When you are elected president, that means that you have 6 vice presidents under you.
Oh.
So I have traveled from the 6th vice president to being president. So that's a number of years.
Okay.
So I've been under quite a few female presidents, but the reason why I pinpointed myself is because I'm the first one from South in 34 years.
Okay.
But yeah, when you become president, there's not necessarily resistance, but then you have to do what Paul did. Paul, when he went to a different place, he had to be what those people were, so that he could get them to come to where they needed to be. So the same thing with a president. I can't just sit there and lord over everyone and say, well, I'm president, you do this, you do that. I have to have a relationship with all the vice presidents, and there's 6 of them. And I have a good relationship with every last one of them. And that's not just because I just started. It's because for the presidents that were before me,
right,
I gained and I learned from them. So, it's really good to be able to say, I think that person thinks well enough of me, and they do that by when you say you love someone, you show it. Well, these ladies are truly, truly Christian women, and they are from all over the place. They're from Virginia, they're from Maryland, they're from Washington, D.C., they're from Connecticut, they're from South Carolina, North Carolina. They're from all over the place, but they're all very much in tune with things that I need as president to make it work.
Okay.
And we come together to make that all work. Yeah.
That's good. So with the convention, where do you see the convention in, say, 5 to 10 years? What do you see where you will be with that? Not particularly just individually, but the organization. Do you think that it's going to get bigger, or you think it'll stay within a normal range, right, as it is now? Or how do you see it in 5 to 10 years?
Well, that's interesting. The way we are right now, you are there, I'm here, but you're able to talk to me, and you're on the other side of the globe. I see the convention in a few years. In fact, I've seen the convention grow in the last 5 years because with the pandemic,
okay,
we could not meet personally. Okay, we could not meet in person. But with the technology that is, it has grown. We've got young people like yourself that have really, they've got us all working on a computer. They've got us doing Zoom, and we're on Zoom meetings. We have programs. We do all kinds of things. So right now, with us meeting in person, it has grown within the last 3 years because our president is one of these inclusive type people. He wants to include everyone. So our younger people have got us to a point where, I think it's going to be massive in the next, because it's really grown in the last 3 years. So in the next 5 years, it's going to be massive.
Great.
Yeah.
So being a member, as you said, it's basically for anyone. You can, be part of a church. You don't have to be. You can. So if someone would like to reach out to the organization, say they want to do some organizational support from you, or how is that possible? Who do they need to reach? They need to reach you. They need to have to talk to someone from the national office. How does that work? Okay,
we have a contact person. Deacon Theodore Jackson. He is the director of the National Field Workers for the National Convention. And he's the guy who goes out into the field. He goes to the different states, and he checks out different churches, checks out different people, and you can contact him. And he is really phenomenal. But it's Deacon Theodore Jackson. I've got, if you can put up his email address or his phone number. Can you put that up on there?
Just tell it if you have it available. Just tell it so the audience can hear it.
Okay, he's in Columbia, South Carolina. Anybody over there knows where Columbia, South Carolina is. It's Columbia, South Carolina, and his phone number is 549-1906. His phone number is 1-803-549-1906. He also has an email address too. But if you could call that number or even call me, I can get the necessary.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's great. Right.
Yeah.
So that's good to know, because as the information is put out there, as the chair is a place to be heard. So people are going to hear about
Right.
this, and people may have questions. They may be coming back to the States, or from wherever they're coming, they might
Right.
want to take part and see how this works and be part of it. That's a good thing. Yeah, so it's, I know you're busy, and I know you have loads to talk about beyond the chair, but
Right.
I don't want to keep your time and everything. But if there's any closing comments that you like to make in reference the conference, and you can do that, and we can go ahead and put that on air.
Yeah. Well, this is good. This is really very good. Like you said, there's a lot I would like to say because there is so much to say about the convention, but I know that your time is limited also. But it would be wonderful if I could get one of our other parent body people, like Deacon Curtis Smith, who's coming up for president, to be on the chair.
You can invite him.
He's very interesting. He's from Washington D.C. He's an ex-GI. He's really, and he's very, very good. And something like this, he would give you another outlook from the male perspective, from the parent body perspective, and you would enjoy him.
I want to welcome him to be part of the chair for sure, because like I said, it's a place to be heard. And if he has information that's important for, my viewers, or just in general, that's great. So Jeff, you can spread the word, let him know that he is invited anytime.
Yeah. Well, I will also, I'm not forgetting, but our president, he is the president over this conglomerate, Deacon Earl Wilson Jr., Deacon Earl Wilson Sr. He too would enjoy the chair. It's just good to be able to not just be the quiet storm, but we want people to know that we're there, that we're here, and that we're here to help. We're not just a lay organization that's just sitting. We're actually doing things.
That's great.
And we're making a difference in the lives of others,
Well, and that's important, making a difference in lives of others, as you said, is very important. The world is vast. And as you mentioned about technology, has given us that opportunity to be able to reach out to people in all parts of the world. And that's a great thing.
Yeah.
And so definitely, whoever would like to be part of the chair, do you think that's important? You're going to have something to talk about? Definitely, and send them our way. We'll make sure they're heard.
All right then. All right.
So,
you're going to get flooded.
That's what I want. So, Alfreda Levaine, my mother, I can call you Alfreda Levaine. I don't want to get in trouble. I hope not. But no, it's great to have you here today. It was great talking to you about the convention. Now I have a better understanding, and everyone else, the viewers, will have a better understanding of what the Baptist Deacons Convention is all about, and how they can get involved and be a member as well.
Yeah.
And hopefully, like I said, I'll have your other colleagues part of the chair, and we can get to know more about some of the field work and the other aspects of it as well. But it's been great having you here today. Thank you, and taking time out of your busy schedule, and I'm looking forward to talking to you again as well.
Listen, it's been wonderful. I'm so proud of you. Are you wearing warm clothes when it's too cold? Are you taking care of yourself?
Yeah, I'm eating and wearing warm clothes. Yes, I am. I'm sleeping enough. Okay, I'm taking my vitamins.
Do all those things now, okay?
Okay.
Do all those things. But
right.
Listen, this has been wonderful. Thank you so very much for having me on the chair. This has been very, very good. I'm going to share this with my president and with Deacon Smith and our field worker, so you can get a lot more,
Right. Thank you, and you'll hear from us again soon. Have a good day. Good seeing you again. You look well, and yes, this has been great. Thank you, Mom.
It's good. Love you much, and thank you so much for having me.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.